Today's horoscope, Aries November 18th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. The moon visits your communications sector all day, and you're more communicative and interested in learning or making connections. It's not the best time for tasks that require focus and concentration, however. While, for the most part, you're enthusiastic, your mood is subject to some ups and downs, and judgment may be a little off. You may want to think about changes you'd like to make rather than pursue any definite plan just yet, as emotion tends to win over reason at the moment. You're looking for the bigger picture today, but there are likely to be distractions, interruptions, and frustrating details surfacing that lead you off course. Watch for mistakes that result from ignoring important details or paying too much attention to the ones that don't matter. If you've been overshooting with daily activities, you could feel it now. Watch carefully for overstating or exaggerating something and holding on too tightly to opinions. Otherwise, it's a fine day for thinking in big terms and coming up with exciting new ideas. Get ready for sweet, tender, and soft energy today and tomorrow. As the mighty sun surfs on the seas of your solar house of intimacy, he will blow foam bubbles to majestic Neptune swimming in the reefs of your solar house of privacy. You will definitely feel emotional and sensitive. Use today's energy to focus on rest and relaxation with your significant other, cuddle up in bed, or pamper yourself with lotions. Your spiritual attunement will be relatively strong at this time, so use the energy to grow closer than ever before. What is on your mind? As the weekend comes to an end, you may have a lot of feelings to process about the upcoming workweek when the moon in Gemini sextiles Chiron retrograde in your sign. You could feel a mix of emotions. It could be exciting to go back to work, but there might also be some anxiety and frustration thrown into the mix. Take a deep breath. Everything will be okay. You may benefit from talking or journaling about your feelings so that you can process how you feel before your work week begins. The need for perspective is universal, but for you it can feel particularly acute. Throughout your quest for this perspective, remember that there is no substitute for regular exercise. The circulation of fresh blood throughout the body affects your skin quality. The skin also depends on lots of fresh water and a diet that provides plenty of vitamin C. When you take care of your skin, you feel better about yourself, and this is something that can entirely change your perspective. Before you lay the cash out today, be certain you can afford it. You may feel as though money is free-flowing, yet you need to think this through first. While status-type items can be impressive, they're almost always expensive. If you're trying to impress someone, consider doing so with your talents and innovative ingenuity. Consider trying to find the items you want secondhand also. No one is going to know whether you bought it brand new or not. Check out some auctions as well. While a full moon in your income sector has run its course, Venus, the planet of money, will be using this to her advantage during her first in Pluto's last weekend in your career sector. While there may still be some financial tension, on both sides of the financial situation there will be the confidence and resolve to use this as a chance to regain your financial power. Meanwhile, the moon has not only moved on, but as it moves through your communication sector, its friendly aspect to the south node in your relationship sector is making it easier to keep the communication lines open. Days after crossing the lunar nodes and from putting a balance between your own and your relationship needs in the spotlight, the moon has not only returned to your communication sector but today forms a friendly aspect to the south node in your relationship sector. This might be a monthly event, but this first visit since the last planet left your relationship sector is reassurance that the communication and relationship gods are still working together. Daily Planetary Overview. Today's celestial movements offer an exciting yet delicate mix of energy, urging you to stay present, observant, and mindful of the dynamics around you. The moon in curious Gemini conjoins expansive Jupiter, currently in retrograde, and squares dreamy Neptune retrograde in Pisces. These alignments bring both opportunities and potential pitfalls, making it a day to tread thoughtfully and embrace moments of growth with an open heart. First and foremost, read the room. Whether you're in a casual gathering, a meeting, or simply spending time with loved ones, pay attention to the subtle social cues that might otherwise slip by unnoticed. The Moon's conjunction with Jupiter retrograde amplifies the energy of communication, but Neptune's influence can blur perceptions, making it easy to misinterpret others or overlook key signals. For instance, have you ever cracked a joke, only to realize too late that the timing wasn't quite right? If you stumble into an awkward moment today, don't sweat it. Lightheartedly acknowledge it, move on, and trust that most people will appreciate your humility and grace. This theme extends into your personal life as well. The same cosmic alignment that challenges your social radar also enhances your ability to connect deeply and authentically with others. People are naturally drawn to your enthusiasm, warmth, and can-do attitude. It's one of those days when your energy feels magnetic, opening doors for collaboration and shared success. Have you ever noticed how positivity can ripple outward? A single act of kindness or a bright, determined mindset can inspire those around you to step into their own light. Today, you're radiating exactly that kind of contagious optimism, so lean into it. However, there's another layer to today's energy that calls for discernment. Venus squaring the North and South nodes brings an intense focus on your desires and ambitions, particularly in love and finances. This aspect might stir a strong urge to act decisively, even impulsively, in areas where you crave progress. For instance, you might feel tempted to dive headfirst into a new relationship or take a bold financial risk without fully considering the long-term implications. While this eagerness is fueled by passion and excitement, it's essential to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, am I acting from a place of clarity and intention, or am I being swayed by fleeting emotions? Taking a moment to ground yourself can make all the difference. Reflect on past experiences where patience paid off. Perhaps you avoided a financial misstep by taking time to research an investment, or maybe your relationship blossomed beautifully because you allowed it to unfold naturally rather than rushing in. Trust that the right opportunities will align when the timing is right. This energy also extends to your interactions with others. Be mindful of heightened emotions, as discussions or debates may quickly intensify. Have you ever been in a playful conversation that unexpectedly turned tense? With the nodes in play, there's a risk of minor disagreements escalating, especially if egos come into the mix. Whether it's a friendly debate with a colleague or a heartfelt discussion with a loved one, focus on maintaining a light, constructive tone. Remember, not every conversation needs a winner. The goal is to foster understanding and growth. And if you notice someone else acting impulsively, try to meet them with patience and compassion. We're all navigating this energetic push and pull, and a little empathy can go a long way in diffusing tension. Ultimately, today's energy invites you to balance enthusiasm with mindfulness, ambition with caution, and connection with self-awareness. It's a day to embrace opportunities for growth, both in your relationships and within yourself. Whether you're pursuing a personal goal, deepening a connection, or simply enjoying the moment, let your actions come from a place of authenticity and intention. Now, I'd love to hear from you. How are you planning to stay grounded while embracing today's dynamic energy? Have you experienced a moment recently where pausing to reflect made all the difference? Share your stories and thoughts in the comments. We're all learning and growing together.